Okay, good morning to one and all. Today we are going to discuss about electrochemical cell. What is electrochemical cell? What are the uses of electrochemical cell? We will discuss. The topic name is electrochemical cell. Actually, the cell are device which can convert chemical energy into electrical energy. By spontaneous redox reaction is called electrochemical cell. Here, among different form of energy, the electrical energy is play a very important a significant role in our daily life. Many of chemical transformations or chemical reactions, and as well as the chemical reactions or industrial process are based on electrical energy. You know how electric batteries are working, and as well as the mobiles also is useful for the this concept only. Electrical energy and its relationship with chemical energy. Okay, what is electric current is relation with the chemical energy, or by using of chemical reaction, how production of electric current. That means here there is a large number of spontaneous redox reactions. There are various spontaneous reactions are there which form the basis of the production of electric current or electrical energy. Production of electrical energy. Okay, here the device in which such a chemical process carried out is called electrochemical cell. Electrochemical process. The device which can convert chemical energy into electrical energy by spontaneous redox reaction is called electrochemical cell. In this electrochemical cell is also called galvanic cell. Another name is galvanic cell. What is another name of electrochemical cell? Galvanic cell. Example for in this galvanic cell, Daniel cell, it is based on the redox reaction. Here example for galvanic cell, Daniel cell, and it is also called voltaic cell. It is based on the following redox reactions. Okay, now I am taking here. Okay, there is redox reaction. Cu2 plus combines with zinc metal to form Zn plus 2 and Cu. Okay, Cu plus 2 converted into Cu. Okay, Cu plus 2 reduces to copper. Okay, the decreasing oxidation number or gain of electrons are called reduction. Increasing oxidation number is called oxidation. Simply the reaction in which both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously is called redox reaction. I hope it is clear. What is the definition of redox reaction? At the same time, many of the non-spontaneous reductions can be made occur by using of electrical energy. Okay, non-spontaneous reactions. What is the non-spontaneous reactions here? In this non-spontaneous reactions also useful for the electrical energy. At the same time, many of the non-spontaneous redox reactions can be made to occur by using of electrical energy. For example, if you take electrolysis of water, by passing of electric current, aluminum oxide on heating to form aluminum and oxygen gas, like that. These are all non-spontaneous reactions. The process associated with such as this process is associated with such as transformations is called electrolysis. Electrolysis means the process of chemical decomposition of an electrolyte by passing of electric current. Electrolysis is a process, the chemical substance which can decompose into its ions by passing of electric current or electric charge. The device used for electrolysis is called electrolytic cell. The device which is useful for the electrolysis is called electrolytic cell. The device which can useful for electrochemical process is called electrochemical cell. Electrochemical cell. The chemical reaction involving in oxidation and reduction. The chemical reaction involving in oxidation and reduction is called redox reaction. The oxidation means addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen or loss of electrons or increasing oxidation number is called oxidation. Oxidation means addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen or loss of electrons or increasing oxidation number of various substances. What is the reduction, sir? A reduction means gain of electrons or addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen, decreasing oxidation number. These are all various definitions. Okay, reduction, on the other hand, process in which a species like either atom or molecule or ion decreasing oxidation number by gaining one or more electrons. The substance undergo oxidation is called reducing agent. In the substance which can undergo oxidation, then the substance is called reducing agent. What is reducing agent, sir? Agent here means the substance which can undergo oxidation. The substance which can undergo reduction is called oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent. The substances undergoes oxidation is called reducing agent. The substance undergoes reduction is called oxidizing agent. The process by which transfer of electron from reducing agent to oxidizing agent. The process by which transfer of electron from reducing agent to oxidizing agent is called redox reaction. It is also one more statement. Okay, the redox reaction can be termed as a chemical reaction involving transfer of electron from reducing agent to oxidizing agent. It is also called redox reaction. Okay, now we will discuss one more example for that one. And in case the reaction which can undergo neither oxidation, does not undergo oxidation and also reduction, then the reactions are called complementary process or complementary reactions. Some more example for this redox reaction examples. Now I am taking HiO3 iodoic acid, or if you take, now I am taking here iodine is react with nitric acid HNO3 gives rise to HiO3 plus nitrogen dioxide NO2 plus water molecules. Balanced. It is also reduction action. 0 to minus. Here 0 to plus 1 plus 5. 0 to plus 5 increasing oxidation number. Here plus 5 to 1 plus I minus 6 is equal to 0. Here only plus 5. No to plus 4. This is minus 5. -5 to +4 increasing oxidation number. 0 to here +5, here also +5. There is no 0 to +5 increasing oxidation number, +5 to +4 decreasing oxidation number. That means here reduction takes place, here oxidation takes place. It is also one of the redox reaction. We will continue. Here, redox reactions form the basis electrochemicals and electrolytic cells. There are two types of electrochemicals are there. Electrolytic cells, that is galvanic cells or voltaic cells. So what is electrolytic cell? Already you know. The device which is useful for the electrolysis. Electrical energy is consumed to bring about chemical reaction of a chemical chain is called electrochemical electrolysis or electrolytic cell. Now what is a galvanic cell? How to construct the galvanic cell we will discuss now here. What is galvanic cell? The device which can convert chemical energy into electrical energy by spontaneous redox reaction. Simply chemical energy converted into electrical energy by spontaneous redox reaction is called galvanic cell. It is also called voltaic cell. It is also called electrochemical cell. In this galvanic cell consists of two half cells. It consists of how many half cells? Two half cells. It has two single electrode. What is single electrode, sir? Now I am taking one container. When a metal is dipped into the, for example, zinc strip dipped into the copper sulfate solution. What happens here? You can observe here. When a zinc strip is dipped into the zinc sulfate solution. Okay, actually the color of zinc sulfate is blue color. Okay, where zinc is a more reactive when compared to the copper. If the displacement reaction takes place, the color can be changed. Color of this solution, color is change. Color is fade. Second one, in displacement reaction, heat energy is liberated. That means here exothermic reaction takes place. Exothermic means heat energy is liberated. This is also one more problem. And another one is red color particles deposited container. That means here are some precipitate particles. Red color particles deposited. And also the mass of the zinc metal decreases. Weight of the zinc is reduced. This is not single electrode. Different metal is dipped into the different electrolytic solution. Okay, these four problems overcome by half cell or single electrode cell. What is single electrode cell? When a metal is dipped into the its salt solution, for example, zinc strip dipped into the zinc sulfate solution. Zinc metal dipped into the zinc sulfate solution. If you take copper strip dipped into the copper sulfate solution. Okay, to overcome these four problems, color is changed, but here same metal dipped into the, there is no displacement reaction takes place. Okay, if the displacement reaction not takes place means red color particles cannot form, heat energy cannot produce, and also mass of the strip, zinc strip is cannot be reduced, and also color does not change. Okay, these are the problems to overcome by single electrode half cell or single electrode cell or half cell. Okay, now I am taking here two half cells. Okay, this is zinc metal dipped into the zinc sulfate solution or zinc strip, copper strip dipped into the copper sulfate solution. Okay, this is the zinc sulfate electrolyte. This is zinc strip, zinc metal. Okay, this is copper strip. This is copper sulfate solution. These two are two half cells. In galvanic cell, a redox reaction is carried out in indirect manner, and the decreasing in free energy during the chemical process appears as a electrical energy. An indirect redox reaction such that reduction and oxidation process are carried out in separate vessels. Okay, in one vessel containing one process, another one is here. If you take here oxidation, here reduction takes place. Okay, the chemical reaction takes place in different vessels in different manner. In order to understand the phenomena, let us consider this one. It is connected to the voltmeter, and also always electrons flows from positive electrode, that means zinc electrode, to copper electrode. What is electrolyte? What is electrode? Already you know. Electrolyte means it is a chemical substance which can allow passage of electric current through them with chemical decomposition takes place. Electrode means it is a chemical, it is a medium through which electrons enters and leaves to the electrolytic solutions. Okay, here in a cell, the zinc metal or zinc strip is dipped into zinc sulfate solution. Copper strip is dipped into the copper sulfate solution. Taken separate because the two metallic strips which are act as electrodes. These two metallic strips act as electrodes, are connected by the conducting wire, that is voltmeter, conducting wire with voltmeter, and also the two solutions are joined by inverted U-tube shape. This is inverted U-tube. This is U-shaped tube. This name is called salt bridge. In a salt bridge, the U-tube shape filled with the solution some electrolytes, like in this salt bridge containing some solutes, some solutions like KCl or NH4NO3, ammonium nitrate, or if you take potassium chloride, potassium ammonium chloride, or if you take ammonium nitrate, NH4Cl, or KNO3 potassium nitrate also. It is like jelly-like substance. Salt bridge chemical substance is present in the which gelatin or agar has been added to converts into semi-solid paste. It is like semi-solid paste. The deflection in the voltmeter indicates there is a potential difference between the two electrodes. The deflection of the voltmeter means the potential difference between the two electrodes of the solutions. It has been found that conventional current flow through the outer circuit from the copper to zinc strip. Okay, here current is always flowing from cathode to in this zinc strip is act as a cathode. This one act as anode. In electrolytic cell, a anode carrying positive charge, cathode carrying negative charge. But in electrochemical cell, anode carrying a negative charge, cathode carrying positive charge. In this it is that's why in this anode half cell is also called negative half cell. It is also called left hand side half cell. This is the right hand side half cell. It is also called oxidation half cell. At the anode, oxidation takes place. Oxidation means loss of electrons. Zinc metal try to lose 2 electrons. If you take at cathode, reduction takes place. Reduction means gain of electrons. Cu2 plus gains 2 electron Cu. The copper metal is deposited here. Here a positive charge Zn plus ions so is deposited. That means the here Zn sulfate solution containing ZnSO4 and sulfate ions SO4 minus 2 ions are there. Here Cu2 plus ions and this one Cu2 plus and SO4 minus 2 ions. Okay. Zinc metal try to losing of electrons. Zinc undergo oxidation to form zinc ions. Electrons liberated during the oxidation are pushed through into the connecting the wire to copper strip. Okay, electrons always flows from anode to cathode. Electric current always generating from cathode to anode side. Okay, that's why here both oxidation reduction takes place. This oxidation reduction takes place in the different vessels. That's why the reaction in which both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously is called redox reaction. The electrode at which oxidation occurs is called anode. The electrode in which oxidation takes place, then the electrode is called anode. The electrode in which reduction takes place, that is called cathode. In the above shell, zinc strip is anode, cathode, copper strip acts as cathode. Due to the oxidation process at anode, becomes a source of electrons and acquiring negative charge in the cathode cell. Here negative charge is developed, here positive charge is developed. Okay, the reduction process occurring at cathode acquires here positive charge. Here positive charge is increases. Here positive charge increases. Here negative charge is increases. It required negative charge. It required negative charge. At anode half cell requires negative charge. At cathode half cell positive charge is required. Means here negative charge increases on cathode side. Here cathode anode side positive charge is increases. That's why due to the reduction process occurring at cathode, it acquires positive charge. That means negative charge increases in the negative charge developed on the cathode half cell. Here positive charge is developed. It acquires positive charge here. Here it acquires negative charge to neutralize the reactions. Okay, that's why the electrochemical cell, anode electrode act as a negative terminal, cathode electrode act as a positive terminal. Okay, the salt bridge is useful for that is a semi-solid paste of some inert electrolytes in agar-agar and gelatin. Okay, what are the characteristics of salt bridge, sir? Salt bridge characteristic is it does not react with chemically. That means it does not react chemically with the solution in either in the compartment of anode and cathode, and does not interfere with the net cell reaction. Okay, what is the function of salt bridge, sir? Function of salt bridge means salt bridge is useful for them. If the salt bridge there are two important uses are there. The first one is it allows the flow of current by completing the circuit. Okay, the first one, it allows current. It allows current, the flow of current by completing the circuit. It allows the flow of current by completing circuit. Second one. Okay, what is the first main function of salt bridge? Salt bridge is semi-solid substance, that is jelly-like substance. First function is it is useful for the allow of flow of electrons or flow of current by completing the circuit. And second one is it maintains the electrical neutrality. It maintains electrical neutrality. Maintains electrical neutrality. In case salt bridge is not there, what happens, sir? Salt bridge is absent. The transfer of electron from anode to cathode leads to the net positive charge developed on the anode compartment. Net to negative charge is developed on the cathode compartment. That means if a salt bridge is absent, the transfer of electron from anode to cathode leads to the net positive charge around the anode due to increasing the concentration of cations, and net negative charge around the cathode due to excess of anions in the positive electrode or cathode side. The positive charge around the anode will be prevent electrons to flow out. This positive charge means it does not allow electrons, zinc metal. That means it requires electrons. The positive charge around the anode will prevent electrons to flow out from it, and the negative charge around the cathode will prevent the inflow of electrons. The reaction would be stopped, no current will flow. That's why the salt bridge comes to avoid the restores and also electrical neutrality of the solution in the two compartments. It contains concentration of the solution in electrolytes, ions which are not involved in electrochemical reaction. Anions of electrolyte is salt bridge migrate towards anode compartments, and cations here you can observe here positive charge is developed. That means Zn plus 2 ions. So now I am taking salt bridge substance like KCl. Here anion is there. In this anions moves towards anode side, and if you take here negative charge developed on the cathode side, this positive charge migrate towards this side to form ZnCl2 here K2SO4. That means here Zn plus 2 migrates Cl minus anion migrates towards anode side, and cations migrates towards cathode side. I hope it is clear. Okay, this is information about does the salt bridge prevent the accumulation of charge and maintain the flow of current. The electrochemical cell, the salt bridge can be replaced by porous partition, which allows the migration of ions but does not allow mixing of the two solutions. This is information about what is galvanic cell, what are the how to construction of galvanic cell. And last concept here, how to represent the cell representation of cell. Cell representation means if you take here the galvanic cell is a combination of two half cells, namely oxidation half cell and reduction half cell. Okay, metal represents symbol of element Mn plus represents cation in the solution. Oxidation half cell. For example, oxidation, first one oxidation half cell, then followed by salt bridge, then followed by reduction. Okay, what is the representation of cell? Here you can observe, first one is oxidation half cell, salt bridge, followed by reduction half cell. That means here at oxidation what reaction takes place? Zinc metal can be converted into Zn plus 2, try to losing of electrons. This is a oxidation, loss of electrons. At the cathode reduction takes place, Cu2 plus gains 2 electron to form Cu. Okay, now I am taking here instead of this one metal and metal ion. Here also metal ion and metal. How to write, sir? metal by metal ion slash. Here double slash vertical line which indicates salt bridge. That means this is the anode half cell or oxidation half cell. This is Mn plus by M. This representation is called cell representation. Simply, in both the notation, C is here. C is there. C means ions, concentration of the solution. Okay, simply anode half cell, salt bridge and reduction half cell. Metal and metal ion is separated by slash, and salt bridge is denoted by two vertical lines. For example, in this reaction, what is cell reaction here? Okay, now I will write here Z by Zn plus 2 salt bridge Cu2 plus by Cu. Okay, this representation, if it indicates as salt bridge left side substance, the salt bridge left side reaction is the anode oxidation half cell or anode half cell. Right side reaction cathode half cell, it is also called reduction half cell. This representation is called cell representation. Okay, in case if you take a concentration, if you take standard condition 1m here, here also 1m, here 1m, here 1m, like that. Any reaction, this is the method how to write the cell representation of the reaction. I hope it is clear. Thank you one and all. Okay, this video is useful for you, I hope. Okay, in case in this video you like and share on your friends. Thank you one and all.